Welcome, curious minds, to a journey that will take us to the very edges of our world, to lands where the familiar rhythm of day and night dissolves into something altogether more extraordinary. I am Shubham Gupta, and today we explore the captivating phenomenon known as the midnight sun. Imagine, if you will, a sky perpetually bathed in sunlight, where the golden orb, our life-giving star, refuses to dip below the horizon, painting the landscape in hues of amber and rose for hours, days, even weeks on end. This is not a dream, nor a flight of fancy, but a breathtaking reality for those who inhabit the northernmost and southernmost reaches of our planet. In these remarkable regions, particularly within and near the Arctic and Antarctic circles, there comes a time each year when the Earth's tilt blesses them with continuous daylight. For periods that can stretch from many days to several astonishing months, the sun embarks on a seemingly endless journey across the heavens, circling above, a constant, unwavering beacon. This celestial spectacle transforms life, influencing the behavior of wildlife, the traditions of human communities, and offering an experience that is both profoundly beautiful and perhaps a little disorienting to those of us accustomed to the comforting embrace of night. Join me as we venture into these lands of eternal summer daylight to witness firsthand the majesty of the midnight sun. We shall explore the countries where this wonder unfolds, understand the science behind its occurrence, and marvel at how life adapts to and indeed thrives under such unique conditions. Prepare to be astonished by a world where the clock may say midnight, but the sky tells a very different and far more luminous story. It is a testament to the incredible diversity of experiences our planet offers, a reminder of the intricate dance between Earth and Sun. Our first destination on this illuminating voyage takes us to the Kingdom of Norway, a land of dramatic fjords, towering mountains, and a coastline that stretches deep into the Arctic Circle. It is here, particularly in its northernmost reaches, such as the Svalbard archipelago, that the midnight sun phenomenon displays its most prolonged and spectacular reign. For months on end during the Arctic summer, from approximately late April to late August in places like Longyearbyen, the sun doesn't merely linger. It steadfastly refuses to set, performing a continuous, majestic arc across the sky. One can stand at what should be the dead of night and witness the landscape bathed in a soft, ethereal glow, a truly unforgettable spectacle. Imagine the unique rhythm of life that unfolds under this constant daylight. The hardy wildlife of the region, from the magnificent polar bear traversing the ice floes to the myriad of seabirds nesting on coastal cliffs, must adapt their patterns of hunting, resting, and breeding to this unending solar presence. There is no cloak of darkness for predators to hide in, nor for prey to seek refuge. Instead, a different kind of energy pervades the land. A perpetual alertness, perhaps, or an extended period of activity, making the most of the sun's generous offering. The flora, too, bursts forth in a compressed, growing season, racing to bloom and seed before the brief summer wanes. For the human inhabitants of these Norwegian territories, life under the midnight sun is a cherished, if sometimes challenging, experience. The long winter darkness gives way to an explosion of light and energy, where outdoor activities can continue around the clock. Festivals celebrate the sun's return and its enduring presence, and there's a palpable sense of vitality in the air. Yet one must also learn to manage sleep when the visual cues for rest are absent. Heavy blackout curtains become essential, but the sheer novelty and beauty of a sunlit midnight often draw people out to witness the serene, golden landscapes, a reminder of nature's extraordinary power to shape our world and our perceptions. Continuing our journey eastward, we arrive in Sweden, a country whose northern territories, particularly the vast and enchanting region of Swedish Lapland, also bask in the glow of the midnight sun. Here, above the Arctic Circle, towns like Kiruna and Abisko experience weeks, even months of continuous daylight during the height of summer. The sun may dip tantalizingly close to the horizon, painting the sky in breathtaking shades of orange, pink, and gold, but it never fully disappears, creating an extended twilight that merges seamlessly from one day into the next. This phenomenon typically graces the northernmost parts of Sweden from late May to mid-July, offering a unique window into a world without true night. The impact of this perpetual daylight on the Swedish landscape is profound. The pristine rivers, ancient forests, and rolling fells are illuminated in a soft, almost magical light, inviting exploration at any hour. One might find themselves hiking a trail like the Kungsleden, the King's Trail, at 2 in the morning, with the sun still casting long shadows and visibility as clear as midday. The indigenous Sami people, who have inhabited these lands for millennia, have a deep and intrinsic connection to these natural cycles, their traditional reindeer herding and way of life intricately woven with the seasons of light and darkness. The summer under the midnight sun is a crucial period for them, a time of abundance and activity. For visitors and locals alike, the experience of Sweden's midnight sun is one of vibrant energy and endless possibilities. The concept of a day stretches, and the usual routines can be joyfully abandoned. Imagine fishing in a tranquil lake as the clock strikes midnight, the surface shimmering under a sun that refuses to sleep, or enjoying a fika, the traditional Swedish coffee and cake break outdoors in the luminous evening hours that feel like late afternoon. It's a period where nature seems to pause its breath, suspending the normal passage of time and inviting all who witness it to immerse themselves in its serene, unending glow, a truly remarkable aspect of Sweden's natural heritage. Our exploration of sun-drenched northern lands now leads us to Finland, specifically to the captivating wilderness of Finnish Lapland. Here, in this northernmost province, the midnight sun, or Joton as it's known in Finnish, is not merely a fleeting occurrence, but a steadfast companion for a significant portion of the summer. In the very northernmost tips of the country, such as Utsjoki, the sun can remain continuously above the horizon for up to an astonishing 73 consecutive days. This extended period of daylight transforms the region into a realm of ethereal beauty, where the boundaries between day and night become wonderfully blurred, offering a truly unique spectacle for all who venture there. The vast, pristine landscapes of Finnish Lapland, with their countless lakes, dense forests, and gently rolling fells, take on a particularly magical quality under the perpetual gaze of the summer sun. The light, often soft and golden, especially during the hours that would typically be night, casts long, enchanting shadows and illuminates the scenery with a clarity that is both invigorating and serene. Wildlife, from the elusive brown bear to the iconic reindeer, adapts its behavior to this constant illumination, foraging and moving through the landscape at hours that might seem unusual to us. The air is filled with the sounds of nature, a continuous symphony that underscores the vibrancy of life during this sun-blessed season. For the people of Finnish Lapland, the period of the midnight sun is a time of celebration and intense activity, a stark contrast to the deep darkness of the winter months. It's a time for enjoying the great outdoors to its fullest, hiking, fishing, boating on the shimmering lakes, or simply gathering around a koko, a traditional bonfire, to revel in the endless daylight. The Finns have a deep appreciation for this natural wonder, understanding its power to rejuvenate and inspire. Imagine the tranquility of a canoe trip across a still lake at 1 a.m., the sun painting the sky with fiery colors, a moment of profound peace and connection with the natural world, a hallmark of the Finnish summer experience. We now shift our gaze to the dramatic and captivating island of Iceland, a land forged by fire and ice, where the phenomenon of the midnight sun presents itself in a slightly different, yet equally mesmerizing manner. While much of Iceland lies just south of the Arctic Circle, its northernmost regions experience incredibly long days where true darkness is but a distant memory. The sun may dip just below the horizon for a very brief period, but it never gets fully dark. Instead, the sky is bathed in a prolonged, ethereal twilight. This extended period of civil twilight creates what photographers often call the golden hour. But in Iceland, this magical light can stretch on and on, bathing the otherworldly landscapes in a soft, warm glow. Imagine the iconic waterfalls, such as Seljalandsfoss or Skogafoss, illuminated by this gentle, persistent light, or the volcanic terrains and vast glaciers appearing almost surreal under a sky that refuses to surrender to night. This unique lighting provides an unparalleled opportunity to witness Iceland's raw, natural beauty, transforming familiar sights into something truly extraordinary. The impact on life is noticeable. The birds seem to sing for longer, and there's a palpable energy as locals and visitors make the most of these extended daylight hours. One might find themselves exploring a black sand beach near Vik at what would conventionally be considered the middle of the night. Yet the visibility remains excellent, the atmosphere serene and uniquely Icelandic. The experience is less about a sun that never sets and more about a day that never truly ends. A lingering farewell from the sun before its brief dip, only to rise again with remarkable swiftness. It's a testament to Iceland's unique geographical position and its ability to enchant with its subtle yet profound celestial displays. Our final destination in this exploration of lands touched by the midnight sun takes us across the Atlantic, to the immense northern territories of Canada. Within regions such as Nunavut, the Northwest Territories, and parts of the Yukon, the Arctic summer unveils the spectacle of continuous daylight, a phenomenon that profoundly shapes the environment and the lives of those who call this vast wilderness home. In communities like Grise Fiord in Nunavut, Canada's northernmost civilian settlement, the sun remains above the horizon for several uninterrupted months, a testament to their high Arctic latitude and the Earth's generous tilt during this season. The sheer scale of the Canadian Arctic, with its sprawling tundra, dramatic coastlines, and formidable ice fields, takes on a different character under the perpetual illumination of the midnight sun. Wildlife, including caribou, musk oxen, Arctic foxes, and a rich array of migratory birds, must navigate this world of endless light. For these creatures, the extended daylight hours can mean more time for foraging and raising their young, a critical period of activity before the return of the long dark Arctic winter. The landscape itself, often stark and minimalist, is revealed in intricate detail, its subtle colors and textures highlighted by the constant, often low-angled sunlight. The indigenous Inuit communities of the Canadian Arctic have lived in harmony with these extreme cycles of light and darkness for countless generations. Their culture, traditions, and profound knowledge of the land are deeply intertwined with the rhythms of the sun, including the period of its unending presence. The midnight sun is a time for hunting, fishing, and gathering, a period of social activity and connection to the ancestral lands. For anyone venturing into these remote and awe-inspiring Canadian territories, witnessing the sun circle the sky without setting is a powerful reminder of the resilience of life and the extraordinary adaptability of both nature and humanity in one of the world's most challenging yet beautiful environments. And so, our journey through the lands of the midnight sun draws to a close. We have witnessed the extraordinary spectacle of a sun that refuses to set, a celestial ballet that transforms vast swathes of our planet into realms of perpetual daylight for weeks, even months on end. From the rugged fjords of Norway and the enchanting Laplands of Sweden and Finland, to the ethereal twilights of Iceland and the immense Arctic expanses of Canada, the experience of endless daylight is one of profound wonder, a vivid illustration of the Earth's intricate dance with our nearest star. This phenomenon is more than just a curiosity. It shapes ecosystems, influences ancient cultures, and offers a unique perspective on the passage of time. It challenges our ingrained understanding of day and night, inviting us to reconsider the rhythms that govern our lives. The resilience of life in these regions, adapting and thriving under such unusual conditions, is a constant source of inspiration, a testament to the tenacity and beauty of the natural world. The memories of golden light bathing landscapes at what should be the darkest hour will linger long after the sun finally dips below the horizon. Now I turn to you, our viewers. Having glimpsed these remarkable places where summer nights are as bright as day, I wonder, would you ever wish to visit one of these countries to experience the midnight sun for yourselves? Which of these lands of eternal daylight calls to you the most, and what would you dream of doing under its unwavering gaze? Perhaps a midnight hike, a serene boat trip, or simply a moment of quiet contemplation in a world awash with unending light. Please do share your thoughts and aspirations in the comments below.